Dun 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 dun. And welcome to another episode of In the Library of Graphic Literature with your hosts Luna and Lupo Cat. And I regret to inform you that Wallace is still with us. And the rumors are false. He is not dead.
The rumors of my demise for the second time in my life are...
The second time.
have been exaggerated.
Haven't even faked it.
Yes, we're walking through a grocery store, ran into an old friend of mine, and he said he'd heard that I was dead and all that. He'd even asked my sister. Anyway, we have Lupo here, Lupo's how many years old?
He's 16.
16 years old, and Lupo weighs probably, what?
25 pounds.
25 pounds at least, yeah. And he's the coolest cat. Sit down, there you go, there, see?
I had him since he was a baby.
Yeah.
A wee
So
little baby.
He's definitely the, yeah, I guess because he's in the image in the header on the Facebook page, so he is the library cat, really, the official library cat.
Lupo stealing the show here.
Anyway, so we'll get down to the books that we have here this week. Dun-dun-dun-dun. The first one is Spy Superb.
What's this called? Traitor.
No, Spy Superb.
Superb is a traitor.
Yeah, no, I think it's just Spy Superb. But it's by Matt Kindt, and it's by...
Are you experiencing delusions of grandeur? Actually, all of us are.
Yeah, in some way or another.
Only some of us will admit that.
But this is, it's interesting. It's a bit of espionage, there's a bit of human nature in it, it's very cool. I love mind management, and I gotta say...
Sniff.
Yeah, and the lettering is very, very cool.
It's like, sniff.
I gotta give it to Matt. He does cool lettering effects, and it's funny because when I first started reading his book, his mind management book, and all that, I was.
And your spot has been stolen.
Oh no!
By the very handsome Lupo Cat.
By that very handsome cat. But this book too, Spy Superb. It's really cool. It's just about the idea of the super spy. I won't tell you too much because when I was briefing Luna earlier, I gave way too much of it in my little briefing. But
can't be telling the whole plot now.
Can't be telling the whole plot. But Matt Kindt, thank you very much. Another classic. Okay.
Is he rewatching this? Do you know him?
Well, I guess there. He's a Facebook friend, and I comment and I do send him copies of when I talk about his stuff, and he knows that. Big fan of his, right?
That seemed a bit too personal.
It's weird. He's one of these comic book artists that when I first seen it, I didn't like his style, but after a while it just really grew on me, and then it's like I became obsessed with it. So it's Matt's number one in my book. So there you go, Matt. There's a big shout out to you. Mind management too is really good.
Rolling with the big boys.
I tell you. Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of rolling with the big boys,
Jack Kirby.
Yeah, this is the best of Simon and Kirby's Mainline Comics. They had a comic book company for a while called Mainline. And this one has a couple of the titles, but the best thing is it has the complete Bullseye, which is one of the few comics I didn't... I have collections of all his different stuff from different publishers, but that was one I was missing. And finally, I do have a complete set of the Bullseye. And I'm going to hold it here just so... He doesn't take my seat now while I show you.
He almost tried.
He almost tried. So Bullseye's in this, but then there's other stuff. There's romance comics in there, and war comics, and some crime comics thrown in.
I couldn't stop him.
Oh, look him.
He's just too strong.
So, yeah, he's just not cooperating, is he?
He's from Kryptonite, or made of Kryptonite, or however that works.
Anyway, this actually has been one of these books I've been dying for the past month or so. Just couldn't wait to get my paws on it. How's that? Okay, now how do we do this? Come on, back on your seat there. Come on. There you go. And there.
Lobster
Johnson.
From the world of Hellboy.
Yeah, this is Mike Mignola, one of my more favorite writers out there. Oh,
there's a bunch of people mentioned here.
Yeah, it's these are all the different artists, stuff like that. Jaron Katie, Dave Stewart on colors, Kevin Nolan, Ben Stenbeck, a lot of great artists, and all under the baton of Mike Mignola. So this is and this is a good one. I love my Lobster Johnson is kind of like Batman, Sherlock Holmes, excuse me, The Punisher, and The Shadow thrown into one. Here, I'll show you the artwork very quickly.
I have to cover this book so they don't see it.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Should've-
But once again, another great book from Mike Mignola. I love all this guy's stuff. It's some of it great period pieces. Well, the whole Hellboy universe is absolutely fabulous. And this is Lobster Johnson, definitely a must-have, I think, for if you're a Mignola fan, you gotta have the lobster. Here, there we go.
This one you got last year, eh?
Well, this is volume 2 of the one. You gave me volume 1 for my birthday.
Oh, so this is the second one.
So this is the second one. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And this is the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Ominous Omnibus edition. And these are basically, they're like the cartoon Treehouse for Horror. They're like alternate universe Simpsons episodes. But what's cool about this is, of course, there's all kinds of different art styles. I mean, they generally keep it drawn more or less like the Simpsons, but some of them still draw it in their own style.
Oh yeah, that looks different.
Right, like that.
Oh my goodness, show the people.
Okay, like this. Da-da-da-da. And I'm hoping in later ones there's going to be another one, because there's this guy Gene Colan, one of my favorite artists. He done some stuff for him. Oh yeah, look, here's the Jaws type of scene. But yeah, great. It's and they are pretty cool. I've read some of the first one. I really loved it. And at the time, when I had my comic book store, when Bongo Comics first came out, they sold really well. Sold a ton of Simpsons comics. And at the time too, everyone who was reading them, and I read a few of them, they were actually really good. Because I guess Matt Groening kept his paws in on it. Oh, and of course I love. Look, I mean, that's a cool slipcase for it. Keep it nice and slippy. Well, and almost last but not least,
My buddy Thor.
This is because it's Jack Kirby's birthday this week, and of course had to throw in something from Kirby. And I threw this in because this is one of my. He's over here poking his face into my side here.
He's so cute.
He is so cute. Look at that. Go on. Meow. Meow. It's not meowing. But
anyways, the Mighty Thor.
The Mighty Thor. These are. Oh, jeez, he bit me. Knock it off, you.
Like, pay attention to me.
Okay.
Undivided attention, sir.
You keep petting him, so he doesn't bite me again. These are some of my favorite Thor stories, and some of the best Thor stories. And the last one is the start of one of my favorite Thor stories, the Mangog, which continues on over the next one. But it's my favorite, definitely my favorite period of. And I had every single one of these. I had every single one of these as a kid, of these comics. And of all the comics, I had the most complete collection of Thor. In the 80s, I had it all the way back to the first Thor comic, minus 8 issues, I think it was, something like that. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's cool.
Kirby did some great collages and stuff like that, right? And this one is just chock-a-block with imagination. He creates all kinds of characters, from the High Evolutionary to the Mangog, to all kind. Just an amazing period. This to me is like the best Thor comics. Come on, don't go bite me again. I'm being nuzzled here by a very, very affectionate cat who likes to take a bite out of you. Here, come on, get back down there. Come on.
He's like, no. Like, hold his ground.
Okay, now he went down there. We'll give him that much. Hey, Lupo. Last but definitely not least is we'll turn him around so you can see him. Is a foundling, something we found in
one of those book boxes.
Yeah, downtown, and we were looking through it, and found a couple of cool things, and then towards the back, I seen an album of Tintin. Now, I do have the collection of them in hardcover, but they're like a really small size. And when I seen this, even though it's in French, it was just like, oh, I gotta get this, just because it's nice and big, right? It's funny, when I was younger, I wasn't really into Tintin. Well, I started. Hold on, get away from the books now. She'll start to nuzzle the books too much. But with the Tintin, I didn't read them when I was younger, and then
He's gonna knock the camera over.
yeah, my friend Jerry, he used to collect them, and it was only when I went on my trip around the States in the train that time that I bought a bunch of them, because it's just like good traveling comics. So, on a marche sur le lune, there's him rubbing up against the camera equipment here now. Come on. There you go. So it's kind of neat. I love rescuing comics. There was another one, a Spirou, that Sam gave me. I couldn't find it in time for it. But, thank you once again, Sam. But yes, we do take donations, too. I had one time someone donated a whole bunch of National Lampoons from the 70s. And there's a lot of comics and all that they just won't print anymore, right? So it was worth getting, right? Anyway, that's all the new books for this week. Hopefully now, there's one book hopefully coming out next week or so that I've been waiting.
Makes me feel like the Wiggles when I do that.
Or what's the name from what's the name? Linda's sister from Bob's Burgers. Because she does it. Yeah, pew pew. She does it in one episode. Yeah. Actually, it's been pretty humid the past couple of days out this way.
Don't complain.
No, I'm not complaining. And but the cats have.
We're not on fire. We're not underwater.
Yeah, and the cats have gotten us through it all. So yeah, we gotta. Hopefully, I'm hoping to have the Phantom Stranger Omnibus for the next episode. It's a book I've been waiting for forever for, and hopefully something else. I'll find something. All right. Anyway, I guess we'll see you in a week's time. We're trying to keep it on a weekly basis because this is 7 days exactly.
Just keep on reading. Keep on reading.
Yes, keep on reading. Thanks for having us over. Bye. Bye. See ya. And come on, pussycat. That's it. Make an exit. Oh, of course. Get up and take over the seat.